Long time no see, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more videos, and I want to do another discussion type video. I did really well, and the last video did really well, the one with the 5 things about BB tag, and I kind of want to keep this type of video going because I actually do like making discussion videos and stuff, and this one is particularly something that's been on my mind for quite a bit now. You know, one of those shower thoughts that come through your head and just like it disappears as soon as you get out of the shower, but you know, I just recently remembered it, and it actually would make a pretty interesting video. And I've discussed this many times on my streams, but I want to bring this up in the YouTube light to see what other people would think. And it's pertaining to Persona 5 Arena. Now, Persona 5 Arena is a game that's been rumored. If you guys don't know about this, I'll talk about it briefly, and then we'll get into the actual discussion topic at hand. Basically, some rumors have been started or leaked, for not necessarily a leak, but just some rumors have started saying that Persona 5 Arena is going to be coming out soon. Yes, it's in development, it's in the works. It's just a matter of time before they either reveal it or they just keep working on it, they reveal it some other time. For the most part, it's been rumored that Persona 5 Arena is going to take place in the Dragon Ball FighterZ engine, aka like the Unreal Engine, you know, the cell shaded look to it, similar to Guilty Gear, similar to Persona to Dragon Ball. And that's the rumor, that's the hot topic about Persona 5 Arena. And of course they went to mention about Royal and about Persona 5S. Now they didn't mention Scramble in particular, which is another video altogether. But for the most part, it was heavily rumored that it's going to be taking place in a 3D rendered game engine. Basically what this means is that we're no longer going to be getting a 2D sprite Persona Arena game. We're going to be getting a 3D modeled Persona Arena game, which is not unprecedented because there's been a lot of series that have gone from the 2D formula to the 3D models formula, aka Street Fighter, King of Fighters, let's see, we have Guilty Gear, of course, and a whole bunch of different other games are starting to switch over to the 3D models. And I think they want to do that just because it just looks more pleasing at first sight because of all the animations that they could incorporate, especially with a game like Persona 5 having a lot of animation, a lot of aesthetic, a lot of finesse, a lot of cool animations and such. They could really capture the spirit of Persona 5 with the 3D models. Especially the cel-shaded ones that Dragon Ball and Guilty Gear has. I think if you're going to be doing a 3D modeled like Persona game, or like from 2D to 3D, you're gonna be sticking to the cel-shaded formula just because it just looks great. Adds a lot of flash, a lot of camera work, a lot of really cool aesthetics. So now, before I was on the side of 3D models all the way because I saw how good Guilty Gear looked. I've always wanted a BlazBlue that looked like a Guilty Gear game. You know, I like flash, I like aesthetic, I like how things look. I like how cool it looks, how fun it looks and such. And I think the 3D model, at least the cel-shaded look to it, would be really great. However, recently I've been sort of appreciating the art of sprites, and sprites have been so great over the years. Some of them look amazing, and they age incredibly well. I love the sprite work in Under Night and in BlazBlue. I start to really appreciate the art of BlazBlue sprites, and also other games like King of Fighters 13. Like, those sprites look amazing. For the most part, what really caught my eye is the Ruby sprites in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. All the Ruby characters look fantastic with their 4K. I'm guessing that's a 4K sprite, which is, it looks incredible. Weiss, Ruby, Yang, Blake, they look amazing. I love how they look. And also Heart Aino, which is the new character coming to BB Tag very soon, this month in May. They completely redesigned her sprites, not her look, but her sprites. They built it from the ground up and they made a beautiful sprite. If you put one of the old BB Tag characters with Heart in it, it looks like it's photoshopped. It legit does not look like a real picture. And I've got that vibe from the Ruby characters as well. And I really started to kind of think, it's like, I actually wouldn't mind a sprite-based game if it meant to update, you know, all the sprites, build them from the ground up, just make a beautiful, beautiful sprite for each character. I wouldn't mind that. I think a beautiful sprite for like Joker and for characters like Morgana and Anne and Makoto and Haru, and especially the new character Kasumi, I think that would look really pretty, which led me to think about something. And here is where we kind of circle back to my original shower thought. Would you rather see a 2D sprite-based Persona 5 Arena game, or would you rather see a 3D modeled cel-shaded Persona 5 Arena game? Which one would you rather see? I've already given my perspective on what I would want, and to be honest, I really wouldn't mind if they went either way, as long as it looks beautiful. I could see them, and I could see playing a beautiful sprite-based game with beautiful sprites, like 1080 or like 4K sprites, beautiful, with amazing animations and such. It'd be really great to be able to see them animate within a sprite-based engine, which would be fantastic. Of course, if you go with the 2D sprite way, it would be probably more expensive. Not just that, but also, well, not more expensive, I should say. It just takes a lot longer to create those sprites, which means that we wouldn't get the sprite-based game as fast as it is a 3D modeled game. Also, not as many DLC characters, because you better believe they're going to be putting overtime if they want to release more characters after the base roster. Different costumes. I know Persona 5 is known for having multiple costumes, so you kind of lose that ability, because if they were to make more costumes, they would have to recreate the entire move list with their new costumes in sprite form. So that would limit it. They could do it, however, they would go through a lot of resources, a lot of money, and a lot of time. So costumes, I'm guessing, will be ruled out at that point, but you would get these beautiful sprites, of course, and just retain the old school way of playing fighting games. On the other hand, though, we have the 3D modeled engine of the sprites, or the models, which would really, I would not mind. Like I said, they would have super flashy intros, camera work out the wazoo. You've seen the camera work in Guilty Gear, you've seen the camera work in Dragon Ball, you've seen it, and it looks amazing. Also, with different supers, you could definitely highlight just all the angles and all the camera work on all the supers that they could do. I mean, you've seen Dragon Ball, it just gets crazy. You can make the simplest super look super impactful and super fun to do. Also, you could create different variations for costumes. It's a lot easier to do in a 3D modeled realm. You can make everything look absolutely beautiful with the backgrounds and the stages. And of course, the most important part is, of course, the fact that they can push out DLC a lot better than a sprite-based game. Just because, you know, Persona has a huge universe, and if they're going to be doing a Persona 5 oriented game, just that's the focus and that's it, then they could definitely bring out a whole bunch of characters. But if they want to, they can make a Persona 4 pack, they can make a Persona 3 pack, and redesign the entire sprites for the old Persona 4 Arena characters. Like a redesigned Chie or a redesigned Naoto, where they're older and they're in the Persona 5 world and such. There's always been like hints and Easter eggs in the Persona 5 game where you see Rise on the posters, you hear about Naoto as the detective prodigy, or the detective prince, I should say. So you could do a whole ton of different packs and different things, and the possibility of that happening within a 3D rendered game would be a lot more likely than a sprite-based game. Not to mention as well, alongside the gameplay portion, you can do the single player would benefit a lot from the 3D rendered models as well, just because of the story mode in particular. You can make a completely separate story mode with these cutscenes, similar to what they did with Dragon Ball or Guilty Gear. Granted, they're not the best, but they look great, and they are an adventure in itself. I don't know how they would do a story mode. They can do something separate, similar to what they did with Persona 4 Arena. They could expand beyond that as well. So we don't know. They could definitely benefit a lot more from that, instead of having, you know, in the Sprite engine. Usually the Sprite engine games, if they have a story mode, it's like a visual novel type of story, which is not bad by any means, but most people these days, they don't look for visual novels. They don't look for things to read. They want things to be either read to them, or they want to just see the action instead of reading about the action. So it could go both ways. I wouldn't mind either or. Like I said, I could see it both ways, but if I were to pick a preference, to be honest, it would be fantastic to you know what, I would like the 3D modeled ones, just because I think that would be really good. It would do the game justice as well, especially with all the flashiness that the Persona 5 has. However, I am super curious. I'm very, very curious as to how they would do each character in a sprite-based game. My goodness, that's got my attention. I just want to see beautiful sprites of them, of Joker, of Haru even. Oh my gosh, even Haru. So a whole bunch of different characters would look amazing in their sprite-based form, especially the ones that you can make in 2019. So those are my thoughts on the Persona 5 Arena rumors and such, and of course the big question of would you prefer 2D sprites versus 3D models? And to be honest, I could see either way. So that's my final answer. I'm just praying. Now we have this. I'm just praying every day that we do not get an arena game. That's the one thing. If they create another Kill la Kill with Persona 5, I can see them doing that because they're doing it with Scramble. So they have assets, they have all sorts of stuff. They can just import that. And the way that you know, Arc system has been going down, at least Team Blue or some specific teams have been going down, they can just reuse assets all the way through Persona 5 Arena. But I really hope not. I really hope they create a completely separate entity. Oh yeah, Grand Blue is another one of those that's alongside Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball. I completely forgot about that. My apologies. But they can make something like that too. So my goodness, so many different possibilities. So there's a lot of the 3D rendered like models in the games. You got Grand Blue, you got Dragon Ball, you got Guilty Gear. Dang. The new Guilty Gear that's coming out soon should also have the 3D models. So man, a lot of them. So if Persona 5 Arena has the same thing, man, that's a lot of games with using that engine. So maybe I would like a sprite game. Oh man, just a whole bunch of different possibilities. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And of course, hopefully you guys are excited for Persona 5 Arena. I know I am. I would love Persona 5 Arena to get revealed. And after the reveal, they're like, oh, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax comes out for PS4. Oh, everyone freaks out. They pull out a Marvel, basically. So they go, I hope they go to E3, they go to an event or something, they showcase off Persona 5 Arena. And then after that, after the announcement of Persona 5 Arena, they announce Persona 4 Arena Ultimax for PS4. Oh, you can play it now. Oh my gosh. So anyways, thank you all for watching once again. I appreciate you all clicking on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Like the video if you guys did. Follow me on Twitter for more information about me or the channel. And that's going to be it. Oh, like the video too. Did I say like the video already? I don't know if I did. Nonetheless, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see instead. 2D or 3D. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next video.